Hey guys, my name's Andy Kite. Welcome to this new series called Music Theory, Who Cares? So I've called it that because a lot of people don't care about music theory, and kind of with good reason. Often I've got friends that maybe they've started on an instrument and they love playing that, but then they get forced to learn music theory in a classroom completely away from their instrument, and there's no kind of joining of the two, so it just becomes, well, the playing bit's fun and then the music theory bit is just the boring bit, which just seems to be nothing to do with that. And so this series really is about trying to join the two together, because my experience of music theory is that when you do it on your instrument and when you know how to apply it to your instrument, then it suddenly becomes quite life-changing for your songwriting and arranging in particular. So the idea of music theory, who cares? We're going to be asking that question every time we do something new. So we'll learn a theory and we'll say, okay, who cares? Why does that help me? How does that help me as a player? What can I do now because I know this theory that I couldn't do before? And so the idea is at the end of a series, you will have loads of tools that you can use in any kind of situation, whether you're writing songs or if you're arranging songs, playing in bands and that sort of thing. And hopefully just kind of falling in love with the fact that music theory works. It makes sense. You don't need to be scared of it because it's really logical. There's actually very few kind of trick questions. I mean, my kind of story is that I picked up a guitar at about age 12 or 13, started playing, only knew a few chords, didn't know what music theory was. And I loved it. I wrote songs, I thought that's what everyone did, and it was great. But it was only kind of like years on, maybe 4 or 5 years on, and I was sort of thinking, okay, I'd love to do this as a career. Maybe I should find out what music theory is, how this beautiful stuff fits together. And, did a music A-level, which was kind of a good start, I guess, a little bit of an introduction. And it also helped me look back at my previous songs and realise that they all sounded the same. Maybe it was different keys or different chord voicings, but ultimately that was still the same chord sequences, and that kind of again inspired me to go, okay, let's try and do something different, let's try and improve, let's try and learn how to be a bit more fresh in my writing. And so ended up going to university, did a classical music degree, which was completely out of my comfort zone, but absolutely loved it, and fell in love with the orchestra and how to write for the orchestra, and also did modules in jazz theory and harmony on the jazz degree, so that opened up a whole new world of theory. It was really difficult, but actually, both of those things massively helped my songwriting. And so, my hope for you really is that you'll go through these lessons, you'll understand, okay, what this theory is and how it makes it better. My first instrument is a guitar, and there's some bits that, for theory, on the guitar, it looks really kind of, visually simple and straightforward. Other times it's better on a piano, so I'll kind of be switching between the two, and occasionally like a whiteboard, just sort of so we can see things written down. And between those three things, we're going to kind of see music theory in a new way and learn some great techniques to apply to different keys and different situations. Some of it might be a bit basic, some things you might know, some things you might not, but I mean, they're only short lessons, and you might kind of know the theory of it, but you might not know how to apply it to your playing and how it can benefit you. So come with me to the next video. We're going to be starting with what is a key.